It's time to unpack because you're not going on that journey anymore. That's the crux of this. Any spiritual baggage you're carrying around from previous traditions or experiences needs to be unpacked. And I'm not saying throw it all out. There are some good things in there. But carrying around the dirty clothes and the maps and the brochures for a place you're not traveling to anymore is going to weigh you down. When I attended seminary, I went to a UU identity school, Meadville Lombard, which put me in a kind of a bubble while I was there, not unlike my time at Bible college, actually. And in this bubble, we all spoke the same way, we all knew the cool acronyms and all the ways to spell words with 2 U's to make them catchy. And while it was easy to tell who had experiences outside of Unitarian Universalism, for the most part, our focus was on traditional Unitarian Universalism with a heavy social justice push and a tip towards the non-theist end of the spectrum more often than not. I'm not knocking it. But for a small group of us who longed for more spiritual offerings, we didn't always get that. It was nice, though, to be all similar in that we were all Unitarian Universalists. Now, you may have heard me say that I'm now attending a Methodist school to earn my Doctor of Ministry. Some of us pick up weird pandemic hobbies, okay? Anyway, this semester was the first time I was able to be in person for intensives. And it was in August that I realized a few things that couldn't be observed as easily in the virtual setting. This school is not just a progressive Methodist seminary, something I had checked into before applying. No, there is also a large contingent of African Methodist Episcopal ministers studying for their Doctor of Ministry degrees too. So when we had chapel every morning, we did not have the kind of chapel that I had experienced in my little UU bubble of Meadville. No, we had capital C church. And it was a full-on experience of the jubilation of historically Black church worship. And it was amazing. Our focus group was tasked with praying over the space on Tuesday morning, something I used to do regularly in the Assemblies of God. And so I understood the task deep in my soul. My brain itched a little bit at first, knowing it had been a really long time, and that my current prayers to God or the universe usually start along the lines of, what in the actual blankety blank is happening right now? But when I held the beautiful wooden cross that was given to me the day before by one of my mentors, and I began walking, it all came back to me. Now, I don't know if I'd call what I was doing prayer in the traditional sense. After all, I had to put my UU spin on it. But I know as I walked that room, thinking of the people who would be in those seats in the next half hour, wishing for them to be open to hear the messages of racial reconciliation that we were focusing on that week, hoping everyone would stay safe as we navigated school and church in the middle of an ongoing pandemic, as I sent loving kindness to their individual ministries, nothing really changed in the room. Maybe it did, I don't know, but something changed in me. I slipped back into embodied worship and prayer like it was an old favorite sweater I'd found in the back of a closet. And when I got home, I wondered if I would have had that same experience had I not unpacked my own spiritual baggage years ago. And I don't think it would have been. I think if I was still carrying all that baggage with me everywhere I went, I would have gotten something out of the sermons, but I don't think the experience would have been the same. My friends, it's time to look at our baggage. Maybe it's not around church and spirituality. Maybe it's other things you're carrying around that are causing you pain or fatigue. And I don't mean in the physical sense either. I encourage you to take time to really look. Don't just toss the whole thing out because you never know what amazing gifts and memories are still tucked into the pockets and corners. Ask for help if you need it, but let's start lightening our on this journey called life. Amen. Blessed be, and may it be so.
Thank you, Reverend Tracie. Please join me in extinguishing the chalice. These we carry in our hearts until we... Obituary poem for fellow writer Joseph Heller. True story, word of honor. Joseph Heller, an important and funny writer, now dead, poem, and I were at a party given by a billionaire on Shelter Island. True story, word of honor. I said, Joseph Heller, an important and funny writer, to know now that our host and I were at a party given by a billionaire more money on Shelter Island. Novel, Catch-22, has earned in its entire history. To know that our host and Joe said, yesterday, I've got something he can never have more money than your novel, and I said, Catch-22, what on earth could that be, in its entire history? And Joe said, I've got something he can never have. And I said, what on earth could that be, Kurt Vonnegut? And Joe said, the knowledge that I've got enough. Not bad. Please go in peace. Rest in peace. Kurt Vonnegut. Please go in peace.